Hello, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. It's lovely to see you again. I have a guest here, if you couldn't tell. Hello. This is Sunny. Oh, don't go camera shy now. I'm sure he'll show you his face in a minute. So recently on my community tab, I asked you guys for your very specific moods and I would pick a song that perfectly fit them. And let me tell you, you guys came through. I won't be able to go through all of them in one video, so welcome to volume 1 of oddly specific song recommendations. So let's get things started with Gabby Ballinus. By the way, if I am pronouncing any of your names wrong, please let me know and I will correct it for next time that you come across my videos. A warm, bordering hot late afternoon that brings back nostalgic memories of my high school room when it's the middle of summer and there's nothing going on for the week. It's such a boring memory, but it always tinged with a thick sense of melancholy that I can't quite put my finger on as to why. Gabby, for you, I have chosen Ode to Viceroy by Mac DeMarco, which I know technically is a love song. No, what are you doing? Is a love song to a brand of cigarettes, but I do think just sonically it completely matches the vibe you're going for. It immediately takes me to those hazy summer days, just lounging around in the boredom, swimming in it. And it definitely does have that melancholic feel. It's that lazy, strung out sort of guitar that plays with minor and major keys, just matched with Mac's lazy, croony voice. From Alice Araujo, I want to say. This may sound a bit cheesy, but I've recently been tormented with this intense feeling of craving, of wanting. Craving for love, for breathtaking kind of sex, and even the most kind touch in my hair. It burns and burns inside of me with pulsing want, depriving me from sleep. But I just don't know how to put it out there. I don't know how to reach out. I struggle with my inner voice, therefore I usually come out as rather cold or sarcastic. So all I have is the words of songs and books. I've lived my desires through the eyes of others. It took me a while to find a song that could encapsulate all of that, but I do think I found the perfect one, and that is Itch by Nothing But Thieves. Definitely one of their more well-known songs, but I think you can get the idea from the lyrics. I just want to love, I just want to touch, and I just want to feel something real. The sing-along ability of this song is extremely high, and you just want to scream it, right? And I think it will definitely help with that craving feeling. From Dervla Malloy, I love your name, by the way, Dervla. I absolutely love traditional Irish language names. I don't actually want kids myself, but if I did have a girl, Kiva is at the top of my list. I love that name. Kiva, Sloane, and Daphne are my girls' names. But I think I'm just gonna have to get some cats that are called that. Anyway, a song for when you need stillness in a time of chaos. I'm gonna let you in on an absolute golden nugget here, and it is Two Dones by Andre Ehrman. This is my go-to for a bit of tranquility. It is so beautiful and so interesting. If you listen to it with headphones, it almost feels like different instruments are playing in different parts of your body. This song has served me in many moments, from calming me down from the brink of panic attack and just letting me feel everything after a good crying session. From Sophia Sanchez, basking in the sun's heat, allowing it to swallow me whole, burning me, draining me, satiating my hunger. I'm treating you to a local artist for this one, Mitch Santiago, with his song Falling. And this boy has more talent in his little finger than I have in my entire body. If you listen to this song, you are not going to believe me when I tell you that he put this song out at the age of 13. This track just keeps swelling and building until this amazing guitar solo that you really have to hear to believe, right? And I can confirm I have road tested this one. I have laid down in the grass, in the blazing sun, blasted this through my headphones, and I promise it does the job. From AJ, we have It's late, a tremendous storm is crashing outside, and you're sat watching us. I love this, AJ, and for you, my friend, I have chosen Angie by Shame. Shame are one of my absolute favourite bands ever. I would die for those boys. This is definitely on the more subdued side of songs that you're going to hear from them. They're usually quite chaotic, but this one just really builds nicely. It's that perfect mixture of chaos and calm, just like watching a storm, ebb and flow. From Tia H, a song for early mornings when the birds are singing and the grass is still damp from morning dew. That kind of stillness of the morning before the day starts. What a lovely little scene. I have chosen for this Light Upon the Lake by Whitney. You may have already heard me talking about this song a couple weeks ago. It's just a super sweet, calm little tune that puts you at peace. Can you stop bashing my tripod, please? Perfect for slow mornings, just a cup of tea, breathing it all in before the day begins, and just the loveliest guitars ever. From Savage Blackfish, a song to soothe my miserable and tired body, tolling through this questionable existence. I feel this deep, and my go-to as of late has been Nelly by Dr. Dog. It's got that vintage 60s charm. You just can't help but smile at the chorus, and it just feels good and nice. I'm someone that does struggle with the weight of everything, I guess. I get trapped in dark thoughts, and I talk about these existential things all the time, and I like my books and movies to be a little grim, and sometimes you just need to listen to something that's not that serious. I also love these particular lyrics. I got an old notebook, filled it with bits and baubles. I want to tighten it up and put it in her room between the hyacinth and the book of Aesop's fables. Very cute. When you're a kid half asleep in the car as your parents pull into the driveway of your house. For this one, I had to pick something very nostalgic, and for me, that is Have a Nice Day by Stereophonics. Classic, early 2000s British tune, and I'm more than certain that I have been in the car asleep when this is played. It was a staple album for us growing up. If you haven't listened to Stereophonics before, please make a point to do so. Kelly Jones's voice is something to behold. He is a husky angel on this earth. From Nitzarindani Castro, a song for when you feel like a detective in a cyberpunk city. You guys really challenged me with these ones, but I think I do have the perfect song, and that is Der Mussolini by DAF. It's got that 80s underground, new wave, Bauhaus, electropunk trance kind of vibe to it, and I definitely associate that era of music with the new cyberpunk aesthetic. If you get the chance to look up the band's history as well, definitely do. They are dope people. From Maddie, a song that feels like wild childhood, the feeling of running barefoot through damp grass, reaching the peak of the swing where you just see the sky stretching endlessly before your feet, picking up rocks in the creek while playing Mermaids. Maddie, You Are Getting No Other Way by Jack Johnson. The In Between Dreams album was quite integral to my childhood. It was kind of our go-to for trips down south, and I just link it or associate this album with the way you connect with nature more when you go on holiday. Running around on the grass, looking in rock pools, never wanting to get out of the ocean, just never wanting to be inside. Margaret River, Yallingup, Dunsborough, those were the places that I felt the most wild as a kid. So this song is forever linked to those memories, and now I'm sharing it with you. You are very beautiful, but you are not very obedient. From Elisa, it's raining, you're in a forest, and you're laying on the ground, just existing and feeling every drop of rain on your skin. Paul Weller's cover of Early Morning Rain. Hands down, every time, no explanation needed. From Isabel, we have Being Alone with the Vastness of the Ocean and Rocking of the Waves. Okay, so for this one, I chose Whale Song by Caravana Sun. Obviously very ocean coded, but it's also about sort of doing things alone. So I think it's very appropriate for this scenario. The song really swells towards the end, which is something I always love, and I feel quite a emotional and spiritual tie to this song in a way. If you get the chance to see this band live, please, please, please make a point to do so. They are just incredible performers and just wonderful, kind people. I got to chat with them for a bit at a festival that I was kind of working at. From On the Record, when you don't know what to listen to, but you want to listen to music, but you have heard almost every song. Okay, sometimes I feel like this too, but I promise you there is more music out there than you will ever be able to listen to in your entire lifetime. So I'm going to share my top tip with you. When I'm bored, I spin the globe on my desk, point at a random country, and then I Google that country's name plus indie artists, and I always end up with golden nuggets. And that is how I found Mdou Moctar. He is a Tuareg artist. The Tuareg people are like a semi-nomadic group that live in the Sahara, and he creates psychedelic rock that's kind of influenced by his traditional music. He is such an inspiring person. He made his first guitar out of a piece of wood and the cables from his bicycle brakes. Just incredible. And the song I've chosen for you is Chismitten. And that is the last recommendation. If I didn't get round to yours, don't worry, I promise I will. I just didn't want to burden you with a 2.5 hour long video. For your listening convenience, I've chucked all of the songs into a playlist which is linked below. Let me know what you think of the songs, or if you have any of your own recommendations. If this is our first time meeting, hello, I'm Honor, and we have a great little gang growing here, so if you would like to join us, we would love to have you, and all you got to do is subscribe. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, a fantastic week, and I will see you next Friday. Say goodbye, baby. Say goodbye.